Moses Itauma. I think he's a great fighter. The young, 20 years, yeah?
20.
Yeah, 20 years. I think Itauma have big future.
No one saw this coming. Big news in boxing. Oleksandr Usyk is now helping Moses Itauma train for his fight with Dillian Whyte. This is huge. Usyk is one of the best in the world, and now he's in Moses' corner. That changes everything. Dillian Whyte needs to be worried.
Yeah, Lomachenko's father trained Usyk as well.
Ah.
Yeah.
So there's something, yeah, there's something.
Obviously, gravity keeps him from moving the way Lomachenko does because Lomachenko's so small.
Yeah.
He can like dance around you.
For sure.
In footwork, just majestic footwork. But Usyk's footwork is like, there's a bunch of breakdowns of the final combination that he hit Daniel.
When Peter Fury talks, people listen, and when he talks about Moses, it means something big. Peter says Moses has it all: strength, speed, and heart. But now that Usyk is helping him, Moses could become great even faster. This team-up isn't just about muscles, it's about thinking smart, fighting smart. Dillian Whyte isn't just fighting a young guy, he's fighting a young star who's learning from one of the best in the world.
He's got speed, he's got power, he's tough, he's game, he ticks all the boxes so far. So let's see, again, he's young, you know, he's not really been tested because what he's doing to these opponents. So let's see, it's early days, but big future for him.
Tyson Fury said Moses is like a sponge, and he's right. Now Moses is learning from Oleksandr Usyk, one of the smartest boxers ever. That means every step Moses takes is full of skill and smart thinking. He's not just strong now, he's getting smarter fast. Dillian Whyte has lots of experience, but this time, it might not be enough.
Interesting to see how much that Dillian Whyte has left, and could this be potential? I think it does have the potential to do what Martin McCauley did to Jared Anderson. Maybe it's too early, or maybe he passes with flying colours, and that's why you got to watch it and find out. But one thing I will say about Moses is he's a very good fighter, good little boxer, good puncher, and a lovely kid as well. It's like a sponge.
Derek Chisora fought both men, so he knows the truth. When someone as tough as Chisora shows big respect for Usyk, it really means something. He felt Usyk's fast moves, smart pressure, and non-stop energy. Now Moses has that same game plan with him. It's like giving a young fighter the secret map to win the biggest fight of his life. If Dillian Whyte thought this was going to be easy, he's in for a big surprise.
Massive shout out to Oleksandr Usyk. He did a fantastic performance tonight over Daniel Dubois, a good young game lad who come for a good tear up.
Johnny Nelson says it's a test, and he's right. Dillian Whyte is known for fighting anyone, but this fight is more than just a test. It's a big risk. Moses Itauma isn't just a new boxer anymore. He's training with the great Oleksandr Usyk, and that changes everything. Nelson even says Dillian might be the gatekeeper now. If Moses beats him with Usyk's help, it won't just be a win. It'll show everyone that Moses is rising fast. Dillian's tough, but facing a strong young fighter with champion-level skills might be too much. This could be the moment where the future takes over.
Establishes himself, so just wait and see, but it's exciting.
What do you make of Itauma versus Dillian Whyte?
It's a good fight. Dillian likes to fight. He'll have a tear up. Yeah. You know, you can't test this man for runners. You know, he'll fight anybody and everybody. So with Dillian doing that, you think, you know what? You know, it's a good fight, good testing fight, and like, he might be game.
People aren't just talking about Moses, they're feeling the hype. Even reporter Gareth A. Davies felt it while sitting ringside. When someone like Gareth is rushing to get interviews and asking big questions, it means something exciting is happening. Moses Itauma isn't just making noise. He's grabbing all the attention from boxing fans and media. And now that Oleksandr Usyk has joined his training camp, things are getting serious. This isn't for show. Usyk being there means Moses is getting ready like a real champion. Some people were asking if Moses is the real deal. But if you're training training with a legend like Usyk before a big fight, that's your answer. Everyone sees Moses like a future star, and now with Usyk teaching him his smart moves and fight tricks, Moses is more dangerous than ever. Even Gareth went off script because this fight could change the whole heavyweight world.
To go there because Moses Itauma is fascinating. I spoke to Francis Warren ringside on Saturday night. You had a microphone as well. Were you allowed to put the pressure on them to speak? Because I just did anyway.
And if that wasn't already big news, Tyson Fury just told us why having Usyk in the camp really matters. Tyson doesn't give out respect for free, but even he said Usyk's footwork is non-stop and hard to deal with. Anthony Joshua said the same. Usyk never stands still. Now imagine 19-year-old Moses Itauma, who's already strong and fast, learning that same non-stop style from Usyk. This fight isn't just power versus experience anymore. It's smart footwork mixed with youth and energy. Dillian Whyte is walking into a real challenge. Usyk is teaching Moses how to wear out his opponents, not just hit them. That's what AJ went through. And if Moses uses even a little bit of that Usyk style with his own power, Dillian could be in big trouble by round 4. Usyk being in the corner doesn't just make Moses better. It turns him into a tricky puzzle that's hard to beat.
I think he's one of the best of all time. I really do. I think he's one of the best heavyweights of all time. And his movement is so different. One of the things that was interesting, where they were talking about the fight, and AJ Tony Bellows was talking about when he fought him, and AJ was saying that when he fought him, it was the most exhausted he's ever been, because he's always moving. There's no rest with him.
Adam Smith says it clear and simple. Moses Itauma is already hard to fight. And that was before Oleksandr Usyk joined his team. Moses can move fast, block well, and hit back smart. He already made other fighters look silly.
Moses, his feet and his distance and his range is so good, and he's so quick that if you commit to the punches, you're going to get countered. And if you don't, you're going to get backed up and taken out. So it's a real puzzle. There's not many heavyweights that are southpaws. Obviously, Oleksandr.
Adam Smith's words show how big this fight really is. Before Usyk joined Moses Itauma's team, people weren't sure what would happen. But now, things feel very different. This isn't just a normal match. It's a big test, and Moses has help from one of the best in boxing, Oleksandr Usyk. That means Moses isn't just training to punch hard. He's learning how to fight smart, think fast, and take Dillian apart bit by bit. Some people still wonder, maybe Dillian has one last great fight left. Maybe Moses isn't ready yet. But when you see how strong and smart his training camp is, it's hard not to believe in him. Adam wants to watch it, and so do we. Not just to see a fight, but to watch something big begin. With Usyk guiding him, Moses isn't just here to fight. He's here to prove he's the future.
I think he's very, very good, Moses Itauma. So some people might he'll get rid of Dillian Whyte like he has the others. Maybe not. Maybe Dillian's too much for at this stage, which is why it's
Simon Jordan isn't fooled. He knows this fight is no accident. Moses Itauma's team didn't just pick Dillian Whyte for fun. They picked him because they're sure Moses can win. And now that Oleksandr Usyk has joined their camp, that confidence is even stronger.
Tap and fight, because it's a case of Moses Itauma getting the opportunity against Joseph Parker with the world title on the line. So you think, that's enough temptation for me to go right now, because there's a lot of people talking about don't go too soon and all that, but when you get those sort of opportunities, maybe that is the right fight. I mean, I don't know where you're at on that, Simon.
Frank Warren says something big that many people forget. Everyone is talking about Usyk, his footwork, his smart boxing, and how he's teaching Moses. But don't forget one thing, Moses can punch hard, really hard. He's only 19, but he already has the power to knock people out. And now, with Usyk training him, he's learning how to use that power the smart way. That's how champions are made. Moses isn't just strong, he's learning how to fight with his brain, not just his fists. Frank knows Moses can knock you out fast or break you down slowly. Either way, it's bad news for Dillian Whyte. The real question now is, can Whyte even last long enough to see the later rounds? Because with Usyk in his corner, Moses isn't just trying to win, he's trying to finish the job in style.
But I'm talking about with somebody who doesn't fiddle around, somebody who actually would like to get him in the latter rounds and is capable of knocking people over. You know, he's a puncher, you've seen him do it, and he's done.
Moses Itauma is not just a strong young fighter, he's a real puncher. He can knock people down, and he's done it before. But now, everything has changed. Oleksandr Usyk, one of the smartest and best boxers in the world, is helping train Moses. That's huge. This isn't just a normal fight anymore, it's a big moment. With Usyk in his corner, Moses is learning how to fight smarter, stay calm, and win like a champion. On the other side, Dillian Whyte is no longer the tough veteran with the upper hand. He's now the one being chased by a rising star who's getting help from a legend. If Moses wins and wins big, people will start calling him the next big thing in heavyweight boxing. But if Dillian fights hard and wins, it could be one of the best comeback stories ever. That's what makes this fight so exciting. It's young versus old, power versus experience, and brains versus grit. Usyk's training could make all the difference. So, who do you think will win? Will Moses prove he's the future, or will Dillian show he's not done yet? Tell us in the comments, because this fight could change everything.